The Retirement Blueprint, sponsored by Geiger Investments.
Welcome back. So I don't know about you, but I absolutely love football season. And today we are combining football with retirement as we discuss the Retirement Red Zone. Back with us today are Kevin and Lauren Geiger from Geiger Investments, a low-country firm right here that focuses on preparing couples for successful retirement. The husband and wife team are also popular radio show hosts. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
All right, so let's break it down. What is the Retirement Red Zone?
Retirement Red Zone is the 5 years before retirement and the 5 years first into retirement.
Okay.
So this is the time where the decisions you make are going to make or break your retirement.
Just like in football, right?
Just like in football.
Yeah. Just like in football.
All right, so when you come to this stage, what should you actually change in your retirement plan?
So it's so much as really figuring out your retirement. So number one, you really need to figure out what is your next dependable, sustainable income stream.
Okay.
When retirement hits and that first paycheck, or your last paycheck, excuse me, stops, that's when reality sets in that, oh my goodness, I need to have that mailbox money coming in. So you need to make sure that is in place. Number two is inflation. We need to protect ourselves and ensure that we are preparing ourselves for that, as well as market protection.
So let's say you have a big loss. This sounds depressing, so I'm hoping you'll have a positive spin on this. You get a big loss before as you're nearing retirement. What does that look like?
Well, you go back to 2007, 2008. That is when people were suffering a big loss. And when you're in retirement and something like that happens, we've seen it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That is a drastic change to your lifestyle of retirement. That could be traveling less or even just not eating out as much. That's a huge thing when it comes to planning.
Yeah, I mean, we see so many people back then that, their whole lifestyle changed. All the people that are going out to dinner all the time. All of a sudden you see these restaurants,
too, in a lot of ways,
filled like halfway when they used to be filled completely up. And those are the people that were unfortunately affected by that.
So we keep talking about football, and a good, solid coach is key to the process. How does that work as far as retirement planning goes?
Well, like football, how often do you see the quarterback going to the defensive coordinator to get the next couple plays to get that touchdoation? Probably not too often, right?
No, hopefully not.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes I wonder if the Gamecocks, are doing that, but that's a whole nother segment.
Exactly.
Right?
So, the same thing with, going into retirement. You need to make sure you're working with someone that specializes in retirement planning. You can't just work with your stockbroker expecting him to understand what the proper steps are to be successful in retirement. So.
Right, and not to mention you need to be comfortable with that person. Just think about when you played any sports, if you played sports, you need that comfort level with your coach so you trust them. Just like a financial advisor, you need to ensure that you trust them and you're comfortable asking those questions.
And let's be honest, life changes all the time. So should you only have one strategy and just be committed to that, or how should you look at it?
No, I always say write everything in pencil, never pen, because it's ever changing. Every day of our lives, things change. That it could be either you get in a car accident, not to get all morbid, but you get in a car accident.
I mean, we're getting real
in an
here.
accident, right? That's a change in your life. Or perhaps you have a grandchild and now you need to be traveling all the way to California to visit the grandchild. That's a change to your retirement plan and you need to adjust constantly.
All right, so we're going to take this to a real positive place. So let's say you're winning the retirement process or game. How do you maintain that? How do you make sure that you're going to continue to win?
Well, it's all... Go ahead.
Well, it comes down to planning, right? So if that plan's in place and you have everything where it needs to be, you have your income solved for. When we always say solving for income, you got to make sure you've taken a portion of those assets to create that dependable, sustainable income. Then the rest of this money can continue to grow, which will cover unexpected expenses or maybe some big trips you want to plan down the road.
All right, Kevin, I hear that you have a special offer you need to tell us about, right?
We do actually. For the first 5 callers who are in or near retirement, they have at least $250,000 saved for retirement. We will sit down with them on a complimentary basis to evaluate where they are today and where they need to be.
All righty, that sounds awesome. Again, for those of you at home that are nearing the retirement red zone and want to make sure your plan is one that will get you to and through retirement, Geiger Investments has a great offer for you. Again, the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, they're offering a full-blown retirement plan just for you. Kevin and Lauren will sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now and discuss the best steps for a successful retirement. It's a game plan to get you where you need and want to be. So pick up that phone right now and call 843-375-8700. Again, that number is 843-375-8700. Well, thanks again for all the wonderful information.
Thank you for having us.
More Living Local coming your way right after this.